And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. We just got done streaming the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 1, Game 2. Do check that out in the archives after this. But you guys in the chat said you were itching, you were ready for WWE 2K22. So that's what we're going to do right here with you guys. We got Universe Mode, and you can see on the calendar, this is the final stop before the G1 Supercard takes place. And, well, you can see it's a normal episode also, main event. I guess we should touch on that, because there's a bit of a debate as we saw the Retribution kind of take over SmackDown. Well, when that happened, of course, you know everything. They went to the lawsuits, the businesses, everything got going. Pretty much was left as an understanding that until the interim president comes in, basically, Retribution, they're going to maintain control of SmackDown, while WWE is going to maintain control of Raw, main event, all of that stuff. So this will be, WWE won't be in control of Retribution. But we got a good show for you here tonight as well. In the main event, it is going to be a fatal four-way match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Can you believe that? The number one contenders, the Natural Disasters, are going to be in the mix, but also the current tag team champions, the Usos, the team that beat the Natural Disasters on Sunday Night Heat on Patreon, the Underground, and the former tag team champions Happy Go Lucky. It is a fatal four-way matchup for the tag team titles, and the winner of this match will go on to Patreon Sunday Night Heat, the portion of the G1 Supercard, and they will take on Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, the IWGP Tag Team Champions. So that's going to be big business. Big hello to all you guys joining us in the chat. We got Zach, we got Brian, we got Eli, we got Brian. We got a couple Brians in the chat. Excited to have all you guys here. As, you know, main event is our shorter show. We got Raw's our 3-hour show. SmackDown, which is now taken over by Retribution, is the 2-hour show on main event, your 1-hour show. But it's going to be a good one. So let's see what the card is. We'll jump right into it. We'll edit the matches as we need to, as we go along. We got Paul joining us in the chat as well. Glad to have you guys here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. You know, the YouTube algorithm likes that. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. And consider checking us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/TVSports27. You're especially going to want to be a part of Patreon because 3 exclusive matches are Sunday Night Heat broadcast. Part of the G1 Supercard is going to be on Patreon. That's going to be the New Japan Rumble, the Rambo, featuring 10 WWE superstars, 10 New Japan superstars, as well as the 8-woman tag team match, WWE versus Stardom, and the battle of the tag team champions, the winners of our main event here tonight, and Bishamon, the IWGP tag team champions. Those 3 matches will be exclusive to Patreon as part of Sunday Night Heat. And then, of course, the show proper will be right here on YouTube. We're hearing rave reviews, too, for our WWE Dark episode of Patreon as well that featured the Intercontinental Championship match. Seth Rollins defending his title against El Desperado. That is up right now on the Historian tier. $5. Check it out. Patreon.com/TBSports27. This is an interesting matchup, and I kind of want to see as we, main event, and it's kind of funny enough that we designed our main event to be this, where the superstars from NXT would be able to get an opportunity on the main card to move up, and that's what they're doing in real life in WWE. You know, it's that Triple H might have stole our idea. But Legado del Fantasma, who in real life have made the move up to the main roster, have been having some impressive victories and matches here on main event, and we're going to see if today is no different as they go up against Los Lotharios, who are also part of NXT. So it's an NXT showdown here on main event. And we encourage you guys, too, if you haven't had a chance, if you want to get a little preview, a little taste of the G1 Supercard, on Monday Night Raw, we had the street fight between Jay White and Kevin Owens. That one is up in the archives right here on YouTube. An incredible match that involved a flaming table. Can you believe that? And we also had the dream match between Becky Lynch and Suri that took place on SmackDown, the Retribution edition of SmackDown. So check that out. That is in the archives here on YouTube. And if you want to check out the past results from G1 Supercards past, you can do that right now on Patreon. We have 2 text documents up showing you the history of the last 2 G1 Supercards that we did on our previous YouTube channel, on our previous Universe mode. You can check those out if you want to see what happened on past episodes when Tag Team Champions fought Tag Team Champions, and Dragon Lee and Kota Ibushi were a big part of those original G1 Supercards. That's all at patreon.com/tvsports27. But let's get into the action now.
And their opponents, at a combined weight
Los Lotharios
3 pounds, Angel Garza
and Legado del Fantasma. Brian saying, what about Zelina Vega with Legado del Fantasma? I don't know even know if I have a Zelina Vega, because she's not in this game, right? I have to go in the community creations, but yeah, right now it's just Santos Escobar leading the way. Do we call him Cruz del Toro, or is he Raul Mendoza? In this game, he's Raul Mendoza. Look at the Lotharios. Unbelievable. Quick cover by Angel Garza. Referee all out of sorts right there, and Del Toro kicks out. I guess we'll go with Del Toro. I guess I can kind of pick whether we go with their new name or the old name, Gunther or Walter. It's kind of up to us, I suppose. Joaquin Wilde. Humberto Carrillo had quite a rivalry in our old YouTube channel as well on ECW. He had a big feud with Grand Metalik, and then Rob Van Dam got involved. I think it ended up being like a big fatal 4-way kind of deal. Oh my God, I looked down at the chat. A quick win for Los Lotharios. I looked down at the chat because somebody said something about sleeping with Angel Garza. I was like, what in the world? And I didn't even realize that a pinfall was happening. So I took my eyes off. That's the danger of looking at the chat during a match. You can just, but you know what? We'll just say dominant performance by Los Lotharios, because I turned my eyes away to look at the chat. And that is why Legado del Fantasma has not made their main roster debut just yet. But a huge, quick win by Los Lotharios. So that's one in the books. This might be a quick stream. Oh, man. My goodness. Well, whoops. Shoot, I've been watching some Sunday Night Heat on Peacock. And my God, some of those matches on Sunday Night Heat, like the early days in '98, there'd be some 30-second, 2-minute matches. Like, so you know what? Maybe we're just doing the old tribute here. Some other interesting matchups here. We got Riddle, Ciampa, and Cruz. I mean, we could obviously just go with what they got here, or you know, we got to switch it up, because we got to get. Let's do another matchup here featuring some Stardom competition. So we saw Becky Lynch and Suri, and we actually saw Suri defeat Becky Lynch on SmackDown. But, you know, it's all about the Queen, and Queen Charlotte is Miss Money in the Bank. She's looking to cash in any time. But, you know, she's already said, I'm not cashing in that Money in the Bank until WrestleMania. I want to make this Money in the Bank bigger than the Women's Championship. So she's been going around kind of just doing these singles dream matches as of late. So we're going to have another one here. It's going to be Charlotte Flair. But let's randomize it up. Let's just see who it lands on. And, of course, it's got to be someone from Stardom. But let's see who Charlotte Flair is going to mix up with here on Main Event as another little preview of the G1 Supercard. And look at this. It is going to be Saya. Now, I don't know which Saya Kamitani. I guess the second one is the better one to go with. But it is going to be Saya Kamitani, who is the white belt holder in Stardom, the Wonder of Stardom. And she's coming to the U.S. She's got to get to Japan quickly after this because she's going to be teaming up on Sunday Night Heat exclusively on Patreon. She's going to be teaming up with her Queen's Quest teammate member, Utami Hayashi Shita, and they're going to be teaming up with Natsuko Tora and Starlight Kid in the 8-woman tag team matchup against Hug and Boss, which is Sasha Banks and Bayley, and Thunder Rock, which is Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani. So Saya Kamitani coming to the U.S. here, and then she's got to jump on the plane and be on one of the early matches on G1 Supercard. That match is going to be exclusively on our Patreon page. If you're already a Patreon, which many of you are, you're going to get that for free, and expect that show around Monday or Tuesday on Patreon. If you're not a Patreon, consider signing up. 3 huge matches, Sunday Night Heat, the kickoff to the G1 Supercard. But another bit of a dream matchup here. Charlotte Flair, Miss Money in the Bank, will be going up against the Wonder of Stardom champion. Right here on Main Event, it's Charlotte Flair versus Saya Kamitani. And speaking of Money in the Bank, you guys know Kevin Owens is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. And there's been a lot of people encouraging Kevin Owens. You have got to cash in. You have got to cash in on Mustafa Ali. Take that championship away, especially what we saw last time on SmackDown, on Friday Night SmackDown, a Retribution SmackDown. As we said, the powers that be were able to kind of fight, and there's heavy armed security here tonight to keep Retribution. No Retribution on the card tonight after they kind of took over and claim SmackDown as their own. We'll see how Raw turns out. Of course, Retribution, it's going to be Retribution versus Bullet Club at G1 Supercard, and it's going to be WWE Champion, WWE Undisputed Champion Mustafa Ali going one-on-one with IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada. And we're keeping our hands together, our prayers that Retribution does not embarrass us in this big show at G1 Supercard. And it wouldn't be the first time that we've had a cash-in at G1 Supercard. Money in the Bank cash-in has happened. In fact, we crowned a new WWE champion at last year's G1 Supercard. And if you want to know how it went down, if you want to know who won the championship, that is up right now in the G1 Supercard thread up on Patreon. You could read the results and check out exactly what happened when we crowned a new WWE champion at last year's G1 Supercard. But with all that being said, Kevin Owens continues to be encouraged by folks. Please cash in that championship, that Money in the Bank, and take that championship. But he's refusing. He is outright refusing.
And from Kamakura, Kanagawa, Japan, the worldwide of Stampede champion, Kerry Tommy.
Saya Kamitani, the Golden Phoenix. She is the white belt holder in Stardom. It's been a year since she's had that belt, right? The Wonder of Stardom champion. I met Saya Kamitani in Japan in 2020 when she was just a rookie. She had just started in Stardom. Now look at her, all these years later. One of the top 2 title holders. In fact, the longest reigning now that we have a new red belt title holder in Japan. She is the longest reigning and defending current champion in Stardom. Let me know if you want to see that picture from the Stardom show in January 2020. Hit me up. Let me know. I'll throw that up on Patreon if you guys want to see it. I didn't get it signed. I got Jungle Kiona's autograph, and I got Arisa Hoshiki's autograph. But it was chaos in those Stardom lines to get those autographs. And I had a Tam Nakano photo as well that I didn't get signed. Once I made it through Konami, Kiona, and Arisa's line, that was it. And then the lines were shutting down. It was actually interesting because I was in Kiona's line or somebody's line, and I was at the end, and someone said, they usually have a sign like, hey, the line ends here. So a guy came up and said, hey, just hand me the sign, and I'll get in line. So I thought that was the system. So when I went to Tom Nakano's line, I asked the guy, he was a Japanese guy, but, for the sign, can I be? And he's like, no, close, I'm the last one. And I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know if he just didn't want anyone to go after him or if that really was the rule, but nonetheless, that's my story. A non-autographed photo with Saya Kamitani. If you want to see it, I'll throw it up on Patreon. Hit me up and let me know, and I will upload that picture. You guys can check it out. You can see old TB Sports with the future Wonder of Stardom champion. But pretty cool to see Saya Kamitani here before she will hop back on the plane and get ready for her 8-woman tag team match as part of Sunday Night Heat in the G1 Supercard. Charlotte Flair will not be a part of the G1 Supercard. She's campaigning to get on that card, but, not a title holder. Briefcase holder, but not a title holder. Are we going to see a Phoenix Splash right now? Kamitani up top. Oh, Charlotte, I think, was trying to duck under. And Kamitani knee to the face of Charlotte. That, I don't know, that could have been a Mina Shirakawa situation. I don't have to check her teeth, but that knee hit Charlotte right in the face as, oh my goodness, V-trigger from Kamitani. And what's happening here? Charlotte, she's all out of sorts as the Wonder of Stardom champion in this first time, I dare say, dream matchup here. Oh, but Charlotte Flair. Did you guys see Okada? He, very similar yesterday, got kicked in the face like that and was not happy about it. Charlotte Flair stomping away and hitting the huge clothesline on the white belt title holder. Oh, knee to the top of the head by Kamitani. Tie up here, Charlotte Flair. Up against the ropes. Irish whip, a reversal. Look at Saya Kamitani hitting the drop kick. Down goes Charlotte Flair. Not even a 1 count, though. The Queen. Miss Money in the Bank. She kicks out. Could it be Phoenix Splash time? There it is, the Phoenix Splash, the Golden Phoenix. And Charlotte Flair kicks out Saya Kamitani. Can't believe it. That's usually it. Kamitani going up top once again. Maybe a second Phoenix Splash. Charlotte Flair this time gets out of the way. Kamitani hits the canvas hard, but she's fighting, man. Oh, but Charlotte Flair fighting also. Oh my good, now it's getting intense. Now it's looking like Okada and Kiyomiya out there. My goodness, and well, you got two of the best going at it. Kamitani, oh, right into that neck breaker. Charlotte Flair, huge chop, and the natural selection onto the Wonder of Stardom champion. 2, not 3. Oh my God, Charlotte Flair. She nearly had her. Now working over the knees of Kamitani, maybe setting up for that figure 8, and again, Kamitani walking right into that, but here comes Saya Kamitani off the ropes. Springboard. Hitting Charlotte Flair. Once again, is going to set her up. For the drop kick. Does not go for the Phoenix Splash this time, and again, Charlotte Flair powers out. Kamitani, I think, feeling like she's hit everything on Charlotte Flair up into this point. Nice cartwheel and the knee to the face. Phoenix Splash hits it again. Second one of the matchup here. And Charlotte Flair kicks that. And Kamitani's getting mad. Saya Kamitani getting fed up. She's going up top again. Charlotte Flair catches her. Powerbomb. You want to see more of this? More Saya Kamitani Sunday Night Heat. Patreon.com/TVSports27. 8-woman tag team match. Saya Kamitani, Utami Hayashi Shita, Starlight Kid, Natsuko Tora, Sasha Banks, Bailey, Mayu Iwatani, and Io Shirai. 8-woman tag team match. Sunday Night Heat. Exclusively on Patreon. Coming to you this week. Oh, Charlotte was going for the natural selection. Kamitani, duck under, bulldog, and Charlotte kicks out again. Oh, Charlotte Flair just out of the way at the last minute. What a fight. And we still have the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team matchup coming up tonight. In your main event of main event. We give you a good main event. We're not like WWE. We don't just throw some scrub matches out there. We give you big-time matches here on main event. Just like how weekend wrestling used to be. Remember WCW Saturday Night? And, of course, Sunday Night Heat, even Velocity. We give you the big stuff here on Universe Mode. No connection there from Kamitani. Charlotte Flair, back elbow, chop, and hits the natural selection again. Charlotte Flair has pinned the Wonder of Stardom champion. What a fight. What a match. Take a look at it on the replay. I see Eli in the chat, but he's got his play-by-play going. Let's read some of these over the replay. Huge dropkick, 0 count. Charlotte woke up and said, I will no-sell everything. Eli cheering for Kamitani. And then Charlotte, the Roman Reigns of this match. Maybe real-life Roman Reigns, but our Roman Reigns. And on quite the losing streak as of late. Eli says, 5-star matchup. What do you guys think? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Yeah, I don't want to beat up... Okay, why not? This is Charlotte Flair. She's dastardly, right? I was trying to go to the next match. I did not mean to do this, but you know... This would be typical of Charlotte Flair. Especially to one of our guests. Our guest to WWE. What happens? Maybe, is Saya even going to be able to make it back to Japan for G1 Supercard? Maybe Azumi or Lady C is going to have to take her place. A little post-match activity from Miss Money in the Bank. Charlotte Flair saying she'll cash in at WrestleMania on the big stage, almost guaranteeing a bypass of the Royal Rumble. We'll have to see what happens. All right. We're down to the penultimate match now, the semifinals. An interesting fatal 4-way matchup here involving the former WWE champion, former Intercontinental champion. I kind of like the looks of this one. Of course, you got Omos in there as well as Jinder Mahal. But I'm going to do a slight tweak to this because, I still got to figure out, I got to get rid of Ricochet because Ricochet is no more. But let's see. We're going to hit random and we're going to see what it lands on. And the first person it lands on that's part of our universe mode that's not involved in the main event, that's what we're going to do. So a Fatal 4-Way singles match and then a Fatal 4-Way main event. It's a stacked show on main event. Let's see. King Booker, not part of our universe. Undertaker, not part of our universe. Ishimori, well, he's in Japan 24/7 champ. Earthquake, part of our main event. The King, The Rock. Seth Rollins, I would normally, but he's in Japan right now. He was just in Japan. He's still there, so he can't come back. Uso in the main event. We could put Mark in there. Sheamus, that could be an interesting one. There you go. I like it. Sheamus, Edge, Jinder Mahal, Omos. And in fact, in this one, I'm kind of interested in the outcome. I'm going to sit back and watch this one with you guys and see who gets the win here. So, couple of things at play in this one as it pertains to the G1 Supercard. Of course, Edge, the former WWE champion, the former Intercontinental champion, Edge losing his Intercontinental championship to Seth Rollins, of course, and Seth Rollins, or was it AJ Styles? Or I don't even remember now. I know Rollins won the championship on Sunday Night Heat, if I'm remembering right. Been along. There are holidays in between, but Edge is going to be teaming up. It's kind of the Aces match at G1 Supercard. It's going to be Edge teaming up with Bobby Roode, and if you want to know how much clout Bobby Roode has had as of late, how about that? The fact that he's going to be teaming up with the former undisputed champion, the former Intercontinental champion Edge, as they go up against Tetsuya Naito and Hiroshi Tanahashi on G1 Supercard. That's huge for Bobby Roode. That is a pretty big matchup and a pretty big opportunity for Bobby Roode to take that next step if he can help his team or even get the win over two former multiple-time heavyweight champions in Tetsuya Naito and Hiroshi Tanahashi. So that match taking place. We also have a Fatal 4-Way match, another Fatal 4-Way, go figure, coming up at the G1 Supercard, and it's the chance for the WWE to bring the 24/7 championship back to the U.S. It is a Fatal 4-Way. It's going to be Zack Sabre Jr. defending the 24/7 championship against Shingo Takagi, Sheamus, as we see Jinder Mahal coming out here, and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre also going to be in that Fatal 4-Way matchup. So that's going to be big. And of course, you guys know it was Akira Tozawa, the 24/7 champion, took the championship. He escaped to Japan, jumped on the plane, and thought he would get far away, but then forgot. Wrestling's pretty big in Japan. So, of course, the championship was found. Tozawa was found, and then the title has changed hands. We've had Ishimori. We've had Hiromu Takahashi, and right now, Zack Sabre Jr. as 24/7 champion in New Japan. And we have not had the championship in the U.S., in the WWE, for a number of months. This is our opportunity for either Sheamus or Drew McIntyre to win the championship, bring it back to the U.S. So that'll be big business. So get ready. And then, of course, Omos, as well as Jinder Mahal, not involved in G1 Supercard, but you could see them show up in the New Japan Rambo. As we talk about all these matches, a huge opportunity for someone to get a win, get the attention of our interim president, get the attention of Adam Pearce, and the New Japan Rambo, which again will take place Sunday Night Heat exclusively on Patreon. That is going to be the first match to kick off the G1 Supercard on Sunday Night Heat. And the winner of that match, whether it be from WWE or New Japan, will get a championship opportunity of their choice. I suppose either in New Japan or WWE. So that maybe the winner of the New Japan Rambo could be the guy that defeats Mustafa Ali and takes the championship and brings it back to WWE. So you don't want to miss it. Patreon.com/TVSports27. The New Japan Rambo, the New Japan Rumble is going to be there. And this is your first look at Edge since losing the WWE Undisputed Championship to Mustafa Ali. We know Edge, he's looking pretty good now, but he was pretty down on himself. We got Eli with the prediction that Omos is going to win. Never a bad pick. But Edge, Edge was pretty distraught after losing the Undisputed Championship to Mustafa Ali. And in his mind, he was going to try to end Ali inside Hell in a Cell. He beat Ali and kept his Intercontinental Championship at Extreme Rules and was going to try to do it again at SummerSlam. And it didn't happen, and Edge lost the title, and he feels like he let WWE down. He's the one that came in. He's the one that beat Roman Reigns the month after Roman Reigns joined Retribution. And Edge kind of feeling like he let the WWE down, and maybe the beginning of the end or the beginning of a new era in WWE with Mustafa Ali. And you can see Edge not quite himself there. That is not typical of Edge. And he's definitely been feeling it the last couple of weeks. But he's going to have to get it together and represent WWE as Edge and Robert Roode will team up, the Canadian contingent, as they are going to compete in the G1 Supercard in a tag match against Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tetsuya Naito. And that's going to be an interesting, because, Naito usually doesn't get along with too many people outside of his LIJ teammates. So the fact that it's going to be Naito and Tanahashi teaming up, how is that going to work out? Edge and Sheamus. Would you believe it? We have 3 former WWE champions in this matchup. Sheamus, Edge, and Jinder Mahal. Omos, a lot of people think could be a future WWE champion. He's teaming up in our universe mode with Apollo Crews. But much like in real life, you've kind of been seeing some stuff with the Hurt Business. We've seen some loose relationships with Apollo Crews, Omos, the Hurt Business, MVP Lashley and the Prophet Angelo Dawkins. We understand Montez Ford will be on his way back to the WWE pretty soon, sooner than later. So stay tuned for that. What's going to happen when Montez Ford comes back? Ford's going to need some backup, especially if he wants to go after Angelo Dawkins. Well, you got MVP and Lashley in front of you. That's going to be hard to come by. Collar elbow tie up here. Edge hoisting up Sheamus. Guillotines him right across the top rope. And Sheamus just swatting Edge away. Tie up again. And Sheamus, big scoop and a slam. Edge rolling out to the floor. Now look at this. You look at 2 heavy hitters. And Sheamus is a big guy. You guys watch Sheamus's workouts here on YouTube, right? That's a big guy. Almost picked up Sheamus like he was your standard house pillow and just threw him across the ring. Incredible, the mighty Omos. And you have to use your imagination. Again, the game does not allow you to assign managers in multi-man matches. But just imagine Apollo Crews outside of the ring. Is that a jackhammer? Are we going to get Omos versus Goldberg? So we saw a number of times. We saw Goldberg compete at WrestleMania this year at a really good matchup against Seth Rollins on our main event, on our WrestleMania. And you can check that out in the archives. That was a really good WrestleMania. That kicked off our universe mode. And Goldberg, as well, was at SummerSlam as part of the Legends versus Retribution match that Retribution came up on top, defeated the Legends, Goldberg, Bret Hart, John Cena, Hulk Hogan. But we also have a exclusive Legends match as part of WWE Dark. After Raw, after SmackDown, we do a bonus episode. We don't do it as part of main event, but we could. If you guys want to see it, Patreons, let me up. Would you like to see a WWE Dark episode of main event? But we had an episode of main event of WWE Dark that involved Goldberg and the Legends, as they were in an 8-man tag team matchup. Conspiracy was also in that one. We haven't seen the Conspiracy. They've kind of been protesting the results of their SummerSlam match. There was a controversial ending to the SummerSlam matchup with the Conspiracy, and they have not been on TV in a while, and they've been protesting the results of that there match. Eli in the chat says Sheamus is 6'4" and Omos makes him look tiny. Yeah, right? No kidding. The Colossus. Look at Omos. Just stacking up WWE champions. Put Omos in the ring with Mustafa Ali. Why not? Look at this. If I'm the interim president, I'm finding a way to make that happen. I want Omos and Mustafa Ali. He's the one guy that might be able to save WWE. Pure domination right now from the Colossus. And we are moments away from our main event of main event. The WWE Tag Team Championships on the line in a fatal four-way matchup. Edge, big bulldog off the top to Omos. Jinder Mahal sidestepping the Rated R superstar. Oh, Jinder Mahal. That's a move. The Colossus that's pinned Randy Orton before. One of Edge's greatest rivals. If Jinder hit that, that might have been it. The WWE Championship era of Jinder Mahal. Two of the three members of 3MB would go on to be the WWE Champion. The cover by the mighty Omos. And a kick out. Wow. I don't know how these guys are hanging in there. Oh my God, that's got to be a look at that. His spine is going to snap Mortal Kombat style if he doesn't just give up right now. And he does. Omos is your winner. A dominant performance. Is Omos going to be part of the New Japan Rumble? I gotta check out my notes. I already know who's going to be in there, but I feel like Omos has got to be in after this, right? Omos might have just secured his spot in the New Japan Rumble. That was incredible. Wow.
Here is your winner, Omar.
Omos, I just took somebody out of the New Japan Rumble, and I've officially added Omos after that performance. And like I said, if I'm the interim president of WWE coming in, and we're trying to figure out a way to get the championship away from Mustafa Ali, Clash of the Champions, I'm booking it. Omos versus Ali. Let's get that championship back in WWE. What do you guys think? And who knows if Omos can win the New Japan Rambo? That's going to be exclusively on Patreon on Sunday Night Heat. Maybe we get Omos and Ali at Clash of the Champions. Stay tuned for that. That is going to be big, big business. But for now, it is time for your main event of the evening for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Usos, who won the championships at Sunday Night Heat. No, it was a WrestleMania throwback, right? Exclusively on Patreon. So if you guys didn't see the title change, it was a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso defeated the long-reigning champions Happy Go Lucky, which was Happy Corbin, and of course Madcap Moss, as well as the Hardy Boys in a tribute to TLC 2000. That was SummerSlam throwback, exclusively on Patreon. And they won the tag team championships. They defended the titles against Happy Go Lucky in a rematch at SummerSlam. Then, of course, going into this month, you had Earthquake and Typhoon, who were kind of all set up to be the number one contenders. An absolutely dominant run of Earthquake and Typhoon. But they got beat for the first time in a long time by Killshot and by the newly debuting Prince Puma, now known as the Underground. They defeated them on Sunday Night Heat, also on Patreon. A lot of Patreon plugs, but that's when all this stuff happened. Prince Puma made his debut on Sunday Night Heat, and they picked up the win. It was one of the rare losses for the Natural Disasters, and that kind of put the Underground in tag team contention right away. The Natural Disasters followed it up with a victory on Monday Night Raw against Ziggler and Diesel, and Ziggler and Diesel had just beaten Shawn Michaels. So it was kind of it all led up to all these guys kind of claiming the tag team championship. So here we are in your main event, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship matchup. Earthquake, Typhoon, Killshot, Prince Puma, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, and the Usos. The winners will go on to the G1 Supercard, and this match again is on Patreon. It's going to be the main event of Sunday Night Heat. They will take on Bishamon, which is Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, IWGP Tag Team Champions versus the WWE Tag Team Champions. Originally, it was scheduled to be FTR versus the Usos, but FTR losing the championships at Wrestle Kingdom. So it has been changed to Bishamon versus, well, whoever wins this matchup. Eli thinks it's going to be the Underground, so it could be Prince Puma. What matchup would you like to see at Wrestle Kingdom? Eli wants to see the Underground versus Bishamon. Who do you guys want to see take on Goto and Yoshihashi? Here is Killshot.
The following contest is a fatal four-way tag team match.
This man, he's seen some things.
WWE
He's been to war. He hates war.
Introducing the challenger
He's seen it all.
from Tacoma, Washington. Weighing in at
We have another new follower on PS4. Follow us here on YouTube. I don't get on online on PS4. I guess you can follow from activity, right? But go ahead, if you follow us there, follow us here as well on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Let's see what are we at for subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000. That's the big goal. That's the big goal. We're at 502, so we got a new subscriber. Yes, we got a new one. And here comes Prince Puma. But let your friends know, share the channel, tell them to hit that subscribe button. If every one of our subscribers gets one of their friends to hit subscribe, we can make 1,000 subs. And then we can take our channel to the next level, because that's the ultimate goal for YouTube. Once you hit 1,000, then you can really be in big business. But we appreciate the love and support as always. Check out some of our links down below. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. Check out our cup of coffee link. If you like what you see here, consider a little thank you. And check us out on Patreon, and we'll give you that bonus content, exclusive content. We'll run down the card after this matchup of what you guys are going to see on Sunday Night Heat and what you guys are going to see at the G1 Supercard. We'll run it down for you, but if you want to see it in text form, you can do so right now on YouTube. Go to the community tab, and we posted the entire card for the G1 Supercard on our community section, so you can see exactly what that will entail. Here's your former WWE Tag Team Champions, Happy Go Lucky, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss. And here come the ones, the Usos. Oh god, I thought the game froze for a sec. No, excuse me, the Natural Disasters are next.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 703 pounds.
703 pounds.
Natural Disasters.
Which means there's gotta be, if these guys are 703, without a doubt, over 1,000 pounds of man in this match. Because you just assume 703. And then, at least let's just round up and assume everybody else in this match 200 pounds. My goodness. I mean, that's 1,500 pounds of mass in this matchup. Earthquake Typhoon would love to go back to Japan. Earthquake, big name for himself in Japan. Heck, while we're thinking, we were saying put Omos in there with Ali. Put Earthquake in there. Put Earthquake in the ring with Mustafa Ali. Just put our heavy hitters in there. Smack this guy down and take the WWE Championship from him.
At a combined weight of 479 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Here come the Usos, those classic WWE Tag Team Championships. You know, we got the mix of titles here at WWE. We got the modern day U.S. Intercontinental 24/7. We got the Attitude Era WWE Championship, or I should say the Ruthless Aggression Era. And then we got the Attitude Era Tag Team titles right here, representing all the eras of WWE. But this is my favorite Tag Team Championship design. I did like the Ruthless Aggression designs, though, as well for Raw and SmackDown, including the Raw design. But this one had red and blue, so here we go. Your main event, the winner will head to Sunday Night Heat, part of the G1 Supercard on Patreon, and will take on the IWGP Tag Team Champions Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. Yes, indeed, Zach said he's hyped up for Monday Night Raw tomorrow in real life. Raw 30, yeah, that should be fun. These anniversary Raws are always exciting. Love to see the Legends coming out, Legends Night. 30 years of Monday Night Raw. Can you guys believe that? From where it started. Think of how many shows have come and gone over the years in WWE that just lasted, you know, Shotgun Saturday Night lasted a couple of years. Superstars came and went. ECW came and went. Velocity came and went. Monday Night Raw has stood the test of time, folks. From a live show in the Manhattan Center, then it kind of became the B show for a while against Superstars in 95, 96. Then when Nitro kicked off, Raw kind of turned things around. Then it went 2 hours live. Now it's 3 hours every Monday night. It's been like that for a decade now. This is chaos right now. This Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match. Oh my God, of course the rivalry between the Underground and the Natural Disasters continuing here. The Disasters kind of going after Killshot, which led to the debut here of Prince Puma. Madcap Moss, good back. Oh my goodness, Baron Corbin almost got sandwiched by one of the Usos, I believe Jimmy Uso. I gotta look for the cross. Jey Uso's got the cross. That's how I can tell them apart. Earthquake to the floor. We've got one member of every team in the ring right now. Cover by one of the Usos. That was almost it, guys. That was almost it. Super kick on the outside. Corbin. And the Natural Disasters. My goodness. Only a 1 count there. The Disasters nearly winning. How many times have they been tag team champions? 2-time champions? Someone let me know in the chat. How many? I know the Disasters have held at least once because they had their big rivalry with Money Inc. But I don't know if they're a 1-time or a 2-time champion. Oh, Typhoon. Backdrop driver. Now they're just trying to break up pinfalls in there. The backdrop driver kind of reminded me of a Takeshi Morishima right there from the Mighty Typhoon. We got Brady joining us in the chat. Welcome, Brady. Glad to have you aboard, my friend. Earthquake giving him the 10 beats of the magnitude, I suppose, right? Typhoon and Madcap Moss in a good spot in the ring right now. Everybody on the floor. Jimmy Uso coming back in. I believe it's Jimmy Uso. Oh, down goes Earthquake. That was like a football-type tackle by Jimmy Uso. Kick to the back of the head. Jey Uso just went through a table. Compliments of kill shot. All hell's breaking loose. And meanwhile, the Usos are going to retain as Jimmy Uso pins Madcap Moss. 0 for 3 goes happy-go-lucky. And with that, the Usos are going to Sunday Night Heat. They're going to Patreon, and they're going to be defending the tag team, or they're not going to be defending. They're going to be defending the heart and soul of the WWE against Bishamon. It is official. Jimmy and Jey Uso versus Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. IWGP Tag Team Champions versus the WWE Tag Team Champions, Usos versus Bishamon. So the next time you will see us, it will be for the G1 Supercard, or at least for WWE. I might stream other things. I might stream the Stanley Cup. Who knows? But I would say keep an eye out on Patreon, either Monday or Tuesday. We should have Sunday Night Heat completed and uploaded by Tuesday. So we're going to run down the card. Yes, Eli with the ones. We're the ones. The ones up in the air. So let's run down the card for you here. Obviously, Universe is going to throw out their card, but it's not going to be the card we have for G1 Supercard. And if you want to see the G1 Supercard card, you can do that right now. It is on the community tab here on YouTube. Obviously, they don't have any New Japan wrestlers in this match, so but it's always just kind of interesting to see what matches they like to throw on the card. Look at that. They want Kevin Owens and Ali right now, huh? Interestingly enough, that is going to be one of the 24/7 championship matches. So it's going to be the G1 Supercard coming up here, the third one in history, WWE and New Japan, and it kicks off on Patreon. Patreon.com. I plug it a lot, but I want you guys to know it's there. Bonus content if you want it. We big thank you to the fans, because the Patreon, it helps support the channel, helps us get new games, new equipment, help keep the channel going. So as a thank you to you guys for helping support the channel, we give you guys, I feel like, quite a bit of good bonus exclusive content as a thank you. So here's the card. The show will kick off either Monday or Tuesday, 3 matches as part of the Sunday Night Heat kickoff to the G1 Supercard exclusively on patreon.com/tvsports27. The 20-man New Japan Rambo, 10 superstars from WWE, 10 from New Japan. We know that Omos is going to be in the match from WWE. I'm going to give you one name from New Japan. You ready for this? Jushin Thunder Liger is one of the 10 from New Japan that is going to be in this match. Who else is going to be in the match? Tenzan, maybe? I mean, Eugene, I don't know. It could be anybody. Stay tuned. G1 Supercard, Sunday Night Heat, the New Japan Rumble kicking off, the 20-man Battle Royal where the winner gets a championship match of their choosing. It is also going to be the women's 8-woman tag team match. It is going to be 8-woman. It will be Hug and Boss connection of Sasha Banks and Bayley teaming up with WWE's Mayu Iwatani and Io Shirai Thunder Rock going up against the Oedo Tai Queen's Quest team. Right now scheduled to be Saya Kamitani if she's in good enough health after what Charlotte Flair did. It's Saya Kamitani, Utami, Hayashi Shita, Starlight Kid, and Natsuko Tora 8-woman tag team match on Sunday Night Heat. And then your Sunday Night Heat main event, the Usos, WWE Tag Team Champions, against Bishamon, IWGP Tag Team Champions, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi. That takes place exclusively on Sunday Night Heat. Then the show proper will kick off exclusively from Tokyo Dome. I played around with doing like a half show in the U.S., half in Japan. Maybe next year we'll do that. Would you guys want to see that? Half the show in the U.S. and then we do the second half. But for now, it's going to be all in Japan. And pulling double duty is Austin Theory, U.S. Championship versus U.S. Championship. Kenny Omega, the IWGP United States Champion, going one-on-one with Austin Theory. The 24/7 Championship. And breaking news we have right now, It is going to be a ladder match, a 24/7 championship ladder match. Zack Sabre Jr., Drew McIntyre, Shingo Takagi, and Sheamus for the 24/7 championship, a rare ladder match in the history of New Japan Pro Wrestling. How about that? World of Stardom champion versus IWGP Women's Champion versus WWE Women's Champion Bianca Belair versus Julia versus Kairi. An incredible triple threat match that's going to be. The IWGP, or I should say the Goddesses of Stardom Tag Team Champions. We never got a recommendation for a U Creator Wrestler, a U Community Creation, so we're just going to pretend that the former champions have the belts because I can't find a Community Creations of U to team up with Takahashi and Nanai. So instead, we're gonna pretend that title change never happened. It's gonna be Meltier, the Goddesses of Stardom champions, going up against Generation Now. It is going to be Natalya and Tamina, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, going up against Natsupoi and Tom Nakano. Double duty, as we said, for Austin Theory, the KO Way. Kevin Owens, Johnny Gargano, Austin Theory teaming up to go up against the leaders of the Bullet Club, Jay White, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor teaming up for the first time ever against the KO Way. It's Bullet Club versus Retribution. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Kenta, and Evil of Bullet Club going up against Machine, Slapjack, T-Bar, and Mace. Minoru Suzuki will go one-on-one with Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins. The Battle of the Aces, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Tetsuya Naito versus Edge and Bobby Roode. How about this dream match? The dream match of the charisma, the charisma dream match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Hiromu Takahashi. Yes, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. How about this match? The match we thought we were going to get as part of the U.S. Championship. They both lost their titles, but we still got the match. A dream match for the first time ever. Will Ospreay versus Brock Lesnar. And then your main event, IWGP Heavyweight Champion versus WWE Undisputed Champion. It is Kazuchika Okada one-on-one with Mustafa Ali. That is the G1 Supercard. It kicks off Monday or Tuesday. Check us out, patreon.com/TBSports27. The first 3 matches, Sunday Night Heat, G1 Supercard. It kicks off, and then the show proper will be coming your way right here on YouTube. It's going to be big business. WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, G1 Supercard in September. If you want to look at the match card again, check the community tab right here on YouTube. We got the whole card posted. Who's going to be in the New Japan Rumble and who's going to come out on top of this battle of dream matches. We'll see you guys later this week. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.